Well, also trending this morning, an 81-year-old man, well, he makes history achieving a lifetime goal. Plus, how does wearing a mask impact your oral hygiene? It is very interesting. Let's check in now with Brooks Baptiste. He has your buzz for us.
With most people wearing masks to slow the spread of COVID-19, dentists are now reporting more cases of bad breath. Now, I know you may think I'm saying it to be funny, but no, this is a real thing. Here is the buzz. They're calling it mask mouth. Breathing through a mask can make your mouth drier, which builds up bacteria, and dentists say that can cause all kinds of dental problems. But there's a fix, and no, they don't recommend you stop wearing a mask. Dentists actually say increasing your water intake and staying hydrated will help. Also trending, delivery service DoorDash is now giving folks another reason not to have to leave the house. What do you think about this? It's launched its first online convenience store. It's called Dash Mart, and users will be able to purchase snacks, groceries, and other food products from partner restaurants. Dash Mart is available right now in only 8 U.S. cities, none of which are here on the First Coast, but the company says they do plan to expand to more locations. And now, a dose of Monday motivation. Check him out. This is Lawrence Prescott. At 81 years old, he became Georgia Gwinnett College's oldest graduate this past Saturday. Now, he's been working hard for more than a decade to get his degree in business administration with a concentration in management information systems. Well, after a career in the Army National Guard and then in food service, Lawrence says he chose to attend college because he believes learning is a lifelong experience. Just a simple reminder, it is never too late to go to school.